Hi, you guys. Before I go too far, let me say this. Go Seahawks. I'm here today to plea with, I call them all special interest groups. Anybody that's got an agenda. So that's pretty much everybody. We're all in some, have some type of agendas. But I'm primarily needing to send a plea out to all of you that support this White House administration. I want to make it very clear right up front that this is not a Democrat or Republican issue. It has nothing to do with that specifically. This is about probably the most important thing about anything that's being discussed. Okay, this may very well be the most important video you watch this year. So please listen and research and make a intelligent decision on it. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is what I think is probably the most important issue of all is this. This is not about Democrat or Republican issues. This is about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And I call it a platform, but the platform, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights was put in there so that we could remain a free people to be able to do the things that we want to do and believe the way that we want to. This was what it was all about. And a lot of you people out there have different agendas, and a lot of them are issues that there's plenty of arguments that people have on both sides of them. The problem with it is none of those matter unless that Constitution and Bill of Rights is in there. They don't matter at all, and you have to understand that, because if you take those away, it doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what you think. All of that's null and void. And that's probably the biggest thing that I need to get out here today to you, specifically so that you understand that I call it a war, but the war that we are facing here right now with this government is about the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. It's not about gun control. It's not about pro-abortion. It's not about gay rights. And yet, it's about all those things if you take the Constitution and the Bill of Rights out of it. Because at that point, it doesn't matter anymore. And at that point, if we save it, then those things, all issues all become important again to whoever they're important to. And there's a platform where you're allowed to bring those forward and get people to consider what it is that you think is wrong or right that needs to be discussed. That's what it's all about. That's what makes this country unique over any other country in the world. And the challenge right now is we have a government that is openly challenging our Bill of Rights and our Constitution. And unfortunately, a lot of Democrats think it's a Democratic issue. It's not Democratic because Obama's the Democrat. Obama doesn't care. And let me make this again. It's an important thing. It's not a Democratic or Republican issue. We have Republicans and Democrats on both sides supporting a communist social takeover. And what you guys need to really understand is that even in that ballpark, that's not even what it's all about. You all need to know 3 words. It's called New World Order, Illuminati, and Agenda 21. You don't have time, probably. We don't have time for you to go out and research all those things right now. But you need to at least research Agenda 21, because that is the agenda of this evil power that's taken over the United States. It's already taken over most of the world. But the New World Order, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a conglomeration of banks, big corporations, governments, elites, and this has been going on for a long time. This isn't just like I said, this isn't just Obama's administration, just something that happened since he came in. This plan's been in order for at least 60 years. People have been killed because they won't go along with it. And if you do some research, you're going to find out who and what those things are. I don't want to get into that today. But you need to understand that without the Bill of Rights or the Constitution, you have nothing. So for those of you that for those in the gay community that believe that you have rights that aren't being addressed, for blacks that think that there's discrimination issues that need to be addressed, for the Indians, I know that there's issues that you believe need to be addressed through treaties and sovereign issues and these types of things. All of those are important issues to each one of these communities. But what you have to understand is, if those are taken, if the Bill of Rights and the Constitution are taken away, there are no issues. You don't have anything. You've got nothing to talk about, or nothing that you're going to be able to talk about. You have to understand that. And what's happening right now is this administration is being directed by the New World Order. The New World Order is already taken over, and they are dictating what's happening in this country. All this administration is, the Democrats, the Republicans, Obama, they're all in the same bed, and they're all taking the same orders. And right now, the order is to take down the United States. Right now, it's the first thing, 2 things that they're after, and one is regulation of guns so they can confiscate them, and health care. Because once they own health care, they own everything about you. They control everything about you at that point. If you look at it, you'll understand that. But those things first, and the economy. And once the economy's collapsed, which is what the goal is, we're dead. There is no Bill of Rights. There is no Constitution. We have no freedoms. And all I can do at this point is I beg you to understand that. Do what you have to do to figure that out. But let me just throw this at you. I'm a Christian, so I know some of you aren't. But the Bible says that by their fruits you shall know them. And this is what I'm gonna say. One of Obama's first executive orders was to sign a bill saying that the government could kill Americans on American soil with no due process. They didn't even need to tell anybody about it. And I'm going to throw this at you. For those of you who, for whatever reasons, really think that he's going to do something good for somebody, why would he do that? This was in a time when we were talking about the economic picture and it failing and even crashing and whatever. right in the middle of this, and I believe we had some sort of a emergency situation going on over in the Middle East. Right in the middle of all this, he's some Saturday night. He's when everybody's gone and everything in the middle of the night. He's signing a document saying he can kill anybody he wants to kill. By their fruits you shall know them. And I'm saying this. There was no reason for him to do that at that point in time. None. And yet he did it. Why? You need to answer that. Why would he do that? Okay? Why would there be 3 billion rounds of ammunition bought by the Homeland of Security? Why? They don't fight outside the United States. Who's that for? Why did they need 850 FEMA camps? If you look it up, everything I'm telling you, you can look up. If you look up online, you'll find out that the military manuals refer to FEMA camps as re-education camps. That's the same thing that Hitler referred to them in Germany. And then they later on called them concentration camps. What do they need those for? Well, who are they for? You need to answer those things. But the main reason why you need to answer them is you need to answer them so that you can decide, okay, what's going on? And what's going on is they're trying to undercut the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Because once that's gone, you have no recourse. None. And a lot of us are aware of what's going on, but not enough of us. There's not enough of us to win. We need your help. We need all of you guys' help. I'm begging you to hear me. I'm begging you special interest groups, not just special interest groups, but groups like the tribes. You have to understand this. And we need you to stand up as a group and tell this government you're not going to tolerate this. This is, like I said, there are no Republicans or Democrats in a dictatorship. You understand that? You don't have anything. You don't got squat. So I'm begging you to stand up with us and help us. For those of you who are willing to do a little bit of research or whatever, you can cut your learning curve in half if you go to Infowars.com and try to get into one of his live shows if you can, because that's even better. But you don't have to do all the research and all of that. You can find where you need to go right there. But I'm begging you guys, we need help. We can't do this without you. And if we don't stop this, it's going to turn to bloodshed, and all hell's going to break loose. I don't know who will win that, but we can stop this right now with your help. Without your help, we cannot do it. We need your help, please. And I'm going to put this one thing to you. If what I'm telling you is true, or let me put it this way, if what I'm telling you isn't true, and you guys take a little of your time off and you help us, what have you lost? You lost a few months of pushing whatever agenda it is that you're trying to push. If what I'm telling you is true and you don't help us, what have you lost? You've lost everything. We've lost everything. We are totally screwed. We wind up in FEMA camps, enslaved, and dead. I don't like to talk like that, but I don't have any other way to say this. Without your help, we're all screwed. I'm begging you. Do what you have to do to research this. Step back and look at what's going on. And keep it out of the fields of Republican, Democrat. It is not that issue. It's nothing. The one issue is the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Thank you.